we as women need to start thinking about how we're going to make money, whether that means you work for someone or you work for yourself. You can make stuff happen for yourself. And it's not about starting a business. We have to start prioritizing our finances. We have to start prioritizing us and where we want to be in the next 5 years. Welcome back to another episode of Girl in the Verse, the video podcast. Today, I am recording this episode completely solo. And let me be honest, before we hit the likes and the subscribing and all that, I really want to come here and tell you that I didn't feel like it today. I didn't feel like putting on makeup and talking to you today, but I'm doing it because the vision and mission and everything I've been hearing and every event I've been attending, I needed to get this off my chest. And so this is why I'm here today. Of course, I'm inviting you to smash those likes, subscribe to the podcast, comment down below what you didn't feel like doing today. I want to hear it from you, but I want to be honest with you. You know, you come to the Girl in the Verse podcast because I'm honest and I get vulnerable. And I share about my struggles as a content creator for about 10 plus years. I have been doing content for 10 years and more. Sometimes I'm scared to count, right? But this podcast is also meant for the beginners out there, the Web3 beginners, everyone who's interested in crypto and Ethereum and Bitcoin, NFTs. I dive into all of that and more. Now we're talking artificial intelligence, right? Tax GPT, Chat GPT. What are all these GPTs? And so much more. So if this is up your alley, please subscribe to the podcast. I really, really encourage you to do so. These episodes come out every Monday at around noon Eastern time. All of this to help you start before you're ready. Starting before you're ready. I wish 10 years ago, if you were to ask me, Melina, what is something you want to tell a young entrepreneur, someone who's starting out? I say start. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until you get the best microphone. Start right now because people need to hear your message today. Okay, let's get into this. So why didn't I wanna today? I didn't wanna because it's so gray outside. It's gloomy. It's pathetic outside right now, okay? And it really plays a toll on my mental health, on what's going on. But I was just sitting on my sofa right there behind us. And I was thinking to myself, wow, I have been hearing all these things about women and I need to address them. I want to talk about women and money today, and it is such a hot topic. Why? Because we've grown up to believe that women don't know how to deal with money. Women don't know how to control their finances. Women do not know how to save money. We've been told this. I at least have been told this growing up. I at least grew up in a household where we were taught that we needed a man to help us, to support us, because women are meant to do one thing. That one thing is making babies and taking care of the household. We've been taught, don't come at me, crypto boys, do not come at me right now, but this is the general thought process in a lot of girls' minds, right? Okay. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, just recently, I attended a women and money dinner. It was called Entrepreneurship Mindset. And let me tell you, the women that walked into this dinner were girl bosses with a capital B. Now, I know a lot of girl bosses right now hate that reference, but yes, true girl bosses that came in true girl boss fashion. They came in talking about all of their insights, their years of work as an entrepreneur and the difficulties it is to be an entrepreneur. And I know right now when we say entrepreneurship, right, I cannot tell you how many young girls were in that room. And when I would ask them, why are you here tonight? What are you doing here tonight? They would say, I want to become an entrepreneur. And we know this. We've heard Gary Vaynerchuk talk about being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship has become such a sexy term. We've glamorized the term entrepreneurship. But let me get this straight, or let me tell you the facts. There is nothing sexy about entrepreneurship. I have some of my girlfriends that tell me, I want to start my own business. And that's cool. I'm not here telling you not to start a business. I just want you to know that it's not that sexy. It's so many nights of unsexy, unfiltered crying on the floor because things are not going your way. That's what it's been like for me, and I'm sure it's been like that for you. So, entrepreneurship. What is it? And, that night we did discuss, right, shifting from an entrepreneur mindset to the business that you own. And I think that's a different scope here. But really what I want to come down and talk about is the women that I met that night, because I want you to know, right? At Girl in the Verse, we have a mission here where we want to inspire and empower women of all ages, right? We want women to achieve financial empowerment and generational wealth through education, personal growth, and confidence, right? We at Girl in the Verse believe that every woman right now in 2023 deserves the opportunity to succeed, to build the entrepreneur, business that she wants. We believe that here at Girl in the Verse. Why? Because I'm living proof of that. Why? Because the founder, creator of Girl in the Verse right here, Melina, hello. That's my main mission here. I did not create Girl in the Verse for just, some cute little, I don't know, je ne sais quoi. At the end of the day, I did this, and I am so gung-ho about creating these opportunities for women because, gosh, if I could go back, I wish that I had someone to look up to. I wish that I could go on social media and look at women right now and feel like, oh my God, I can look up to that person. Or, oh my God, my little nieces can look up to this person. I wish I had that growing up. And so when I attend all of these crypto events and I hear from so many women and moms that come up to me and say, you're such an inspiration, I take that to heart. I take it to heart because I don't do this for me, right? And that's one thing about entrepreneurship that I kept hearing at this dinner. Oh, I want to be an entrepreneur because I don't want to live a 9-to-5. I don't want this. I don't want that. Entrepreneurship is not about you. It's about who you are serving. And today I want to serve my ladies. I really want to serve my ladies because, and this is on my chest, I did not script this out. So, come with me in this messy brain of mine. Of course, I'm going to remind you, hit the subscribe button right now. Subscribe to this channel. Women, we have been told that we spend too much money. We don't know how to save money. I have been told that so many times from ex-boyfriends. You spend too much money, right? Women want fancy things that they cannot afford. Well, let me tell you, I walked into this event, this entrepreneurship event, full of women, fully capable of buying themselves some fancy looking shoes. So here are the tips that I want you, and this is what I came home with. A lot of these women have built businesses that were not overnight successes. One girl had the courage to say that it took her 8 years before she could come at this dinner, to say out loud that she is now, after 8 years, ready to start hiring employees. And I was like, what a girl boss. I was so proud of her. And I told her, congratulations. 8 years, guys, girls, 8 years, right? A lot of the people you're seeing on social media and you think it's overnight success. It is not. This is years of work. 8 8 years it took for her to come to a dinner to say, I am finally feeling ready to start hiring. And why do I mention these words, feeling ready? Because as women, we've been brought up to think all these things about money and owning our own businesses and owning our own money because we've been conditioned to believe that we cannot. And I say this because I was surrounded by a group of women who, in fact, were not jealous of one another. That was such a beautiful moment. We were not jealous of one another. We were truly there to help inspire even the newbies that are starting out with their businesses, but also to remind ourselves that we can do it. And that if we do have some like-minded people in our corners, we can do it all. And sometimes I think to myself, that's actually scary. For decades, women have been pushed to the side. We have been told time and time again that it's not our time. That not right now, boo. This is not your time. And now we're taking back our time. Why? Because we can. Because we need to take this. You know, I have been coming up with a course. I'm literally ready to launch this in a few weeks. And I've got some male friends around me that were like, you're selling it for too cheap. And I'm there thinking, well, no, let me start and see, what can happen. And they were like, no, you got to add a couple of extra zeros. That's not enough. And I'm here thinking, oh my God, I'm feeling guilty. I'm feeling like not good enough. I'm feeling like, how can I possibly ask for this amount of money? And I tell you this because we think like this. Men do not. Granted, some men do. But the reality is as women, we undervalue our worth every single time. Time and time again, we undervalue our worth. And so my guy friend tells me, you've got to add a couple of extra zeros. And I said, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think people are going to buy it. And he said, it doesn't matter. You have to do this for your people. And I said, my people? Who are my people? So confused. And he says, all the women who never got paid. All the women who never had the guts to do what you're doing. And that just blew my mind. I am not doing this just for me. He's right. I am doing this for each and every girl who was ever told she couldn't, she cannot, she will not make money, she will not succeed. I'm doing this for you, girl. And the interesting thing about this dinner is we were talking about all the entrepreneurship, like roller coasters, right? Like all the things we have to deal with. And for a lot of girls, it still is the fear of showing up, the fear of how I look, the fear of what my husband is going to say that I'm starting a business at 45 years old and that I no longer want to take care of my kids. I want to take care of my business. We had these conversations at the dinner table. Why? I am not making this stuff up because still in 2023, we are told that we cannot, that we have to make choices. In 2023, women are still being fed this notion that it's either happy life, happy marriage, or you're an entrepreneur. You can't have both. Why? Why can't I have both? I want to give you guys some numbers. I'm so pumped about this too because I told you I didn't feel like doing this today, right? But I'm doing it because I want the message to sink in today. The message being that if you see that I can do this, and let this be a reminder that you can too, right? And right this moment, if you right now are feeling like I need to send this to my girlfriend, please do so. Share this episode with your girlfriend. She needs to hear this message. She needs to hear this message. Okay, let me go get these stats because as you can see now, I'm fired up. And my producer's going to be here like, okay, girl, you were a little, but too bad. I'm fired up. According to NBC News, it's harder for women to buy homes than men. Less than 70% of women are saving for their retirement compared to 81% of men. Saving for retirement is number one on a man's list of financial priorities, and it's number 5 for women. Women who invest, right? Like I talk about crypto, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, right? Not financial advice ever, but that's what I do. I talk about crypto. Women invest 40% less than men. And if given an extra $1,000 a month, men are 35% more likely to invest it. Not women. Because what do? As women, we think about the kids, we think about our parents, we think about all these things, we think about the household. We don't think about us. I've had people over the years who told me, oh, Melina, is it all about you? I've had people tell me, are you full of yourself? Your living room is pictures of you. You know what I answer? This is what I tell people. I say, it's got to be about me. Every day when I wake up, this is the reminder that it is about me. Because without me, I cannot achieve this. This is about me. It is 100% about me. Because I'm going to go back to what my friend had told me. Do it for your peeps. And I'm doing it for my peeps. It is 100% about me. Because in life, my friends, you will soon realize that no one really has your back except for yourself. That notion of doing it for my peeps just keeps coming up in my head because I never thought about it that way. I never thought about launching Girl in the Verse and thinking about doing all these things for the women who never had the possibility to, for the women who never thought that they could invest in crypto, for the women who just thought, I don't understand, this is not for me. I'm doing this for you so that you can see. And to the women and the young girls who recently came up to me during NFT NYC, your messages. I mean, I had young girls telling me I'm an inspiration because seeing another girl on stage talking about crypto and talking about being a content creator lets them know that they too can. That they too can one day get on stage and talk about things that they want to talk about. And that warms my heart because for years, I mean, I worked in television. I had to fight to be on TV. I had to fight to own my stuff. I had to fight in crypto to be the sole owner of my work up on the blockchain. And I had a friend recently who told me, you know, Melina, we fight to be happy. And I came home that night and I thought to myself, what did she mean? We fight to be happy. But in reality, it's true. We actually fight. Every day when we choose us, every day when I choose me and my world, I'm fighting for that. That is a fight because I'm choosing me. So to all the ladies out there right now, choose you, boo. I want you to choose you. Now, I'm not here saying that every woman needs to be an entrepreneur, right? Like, I don't want to start saying those things because, like I said, being an entrepreneur has become a sexy term, but it's also not for everyone, and that's okay. We, as women, need to start thinking about how we're going to make money, whether that means you work for someone or you work for yourself. You can make stuff happen for yourself. And it's not about starting a business. We have to start prioritizing our finances. We have to start prioritizing us and where we want to be in the next 5 years. Now, I am not here saying buy Bitcoin. I am not here saying by Ethereum, this is your way out. I am here saying that as women, we need to start making money. It is important. It is imperative. I've had a girlfriend over the last few weeks tell me, I was just on a date with a guy and he told me that if things would get serious, I could stop working because he would provide for us. There's like, whoa, what year are we in? No, thank you, sir. I will go to work. I will make my own money. I will figure things out. I will learn the tasks I need to accomplish or do in order to get the job done. Thank you, sir, but I don't need your services. And I want to make sure that I'm clear. And it kind of bothers me that I have to say this, but I want the men who are watching to understand this is not a bash at men. I am strictly here talking to the women who still think that they cannot. That learning about their finances and figuring out how they can make a few side hustles, because guess what? Out of the 30 women in the room, maybe only one or two did not have different streams of income. Every woman who is successful today has different streams of income. What do I mean by that? Different streams of income. You could be working your 9 to 5. You could be investing in stocks on the side. You could be, earning some dividends on certain assets. You can be purchasing a couple of homes and renting them out. You can have an Amazon storefront where all the products you're talking about on social media, you can get some moolah with that. You can start a side hustle. You can start baking cookies and selling them. There are so many different streams of income. I know of women who during the pandemic started teaching students on the side online and make a killing amount of money right now. And they're still doing it today. They did not stop during the pandemic. The pandemic, in fact, I think pushed them to do the job, the scary moment of starting an online business, and they're keeping it up because the demand is there. Different streams of income, ladies. Different streams of income. That's the alpha. And again, I am saying this, and I'm going to keep repeating this because as women, we were never brought up to even think that we could be at a table where we had a voice, where we had a chance, an opportunity to talk about money. But as women, we've been conditioned to believe this. Therefore, I need to be the person who says this out loud and say, girl, you can do it. You can have a side hustle and it can start extremely small. But if you are consistent and you keep going and you believe in yourself and you make it about you, you can accomplish anything. I mean, I will be honest, I think today a woman we're such badasses. I tell you, I feel like we are actually Superman. Like we can make babies, like we can run our businesses, like we can go on vacation, like we can have a side hustle. We are the alpha. We have mastered how to do 10 things at once. And so I'm encouraging you to start thinking about where it is you want to be in the next 5 years. Why? Because I get this all the time in my DMs. How do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? And I'm telling you this right now. This is why I do what I do. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of going to different parties and different events where women are succumbed to just talking about babies. I'd much rather go to this event where women are talking about their different streams of income, talking about making money, and not afraid to talk about money. That's the difference. We have been conditioned to believe that we do not know anything about money, and that's not true. And I was in a room with 30 women who proved me wrong. 30 women who came up to me and said, wow, I want to pick your brain. I want to know what it takes to do what you do. or I have this and that side hustle, and now I'm outsourcing it, or now I'm, hiring employees, and now, my business went from 3 people to 15. That is amazing. There is absolutely nothing wrong if you do not want to start a business. There is nothing wrong. I am never here trying to shame women who don't want to run businesses. That is A-okay. I've got a lot of girlfriends who love their 9-to-5 jobs, and I tell them, good for you. But I want us to start shifting that mindset in our brains and start acknowledging that we have a right to talk about money, and we can, and we actually know a thing or two. Sometimes it actually astonishes me in the crypto space how a lot of the women know what they're talking about way more than some of the crypto bros. So let's not make this a gender thing. Let's make this an equality thing where all of us, each and every one of us, whether you choose to be a lion, a female, a man, a trans, whatever it is, I want you to know that there are possibilities for you. And the only thing that is standing in your way from where you want to be in the next 5 years is what's going on in here. Whatever's going on in here is stopping you from accomplishing your dreams. So I'm going to leave you with this today. And I want you to write it in the comments down below. Where do you want to be in 5 years? And what is it going to take for you to get there? Where are you going to be in 5 years? And what is it going to take for you to get there? As always, you can come find me on social media. The hottest and juiciest conversations are happening up in my DMs, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, every social media app. You can come find me at Girl in the Verse. Come say hi to me. I love chatting with you up in the DMs. Of course, you will see me next week again, every Monday. Girl in the Verse podcast. Subscribe below so you never miss an episode. I will see you next time. Bye.